Look at every detail of this image. Can you see anything at all that looks like it was AI generated? Welcome back to Run the Prompts, party animals. I don't care if this video gets 50 views or 5,000 or 50,000. I want to let you guys know where I stand on it. As you guys know, as the guy doing Run the Prompts for the last 2.5 years, I love AI. I love AI apps. I love using them. I love teaching. I love finding new use cases for them. And that's not going to change. I really don't think it will. But the threats coming from specifically AI images and AI videos has just gotten worse with the launch of Nano Banana Pro. And again, I love Nano Banana Pro. I think it's great. I'm going to keep using it. And it unlocks a lot of awesome business opportunities. And I'm going to be posting about that too. But I need to post about this because something in our society is going to have to change, and it's going to have to change quick before this gets out of control. So, number one, a lot of the things that I'm going to talk about today are things that people have not talked about yet, and you probably haven't heard of yet. And some of the things may have been things that you've already thought of. Some things may be things that you've already seen online, but we're going to have a good blend today and things that I think are truly dangerous if we don't come to some kind of a solution. At the end, I'm going to talk about potential solutions to this problem and how society can move going forward with this technology. So number one danger that we have with things like Nano Banana Pro, Veo 3, Sora 2, the highly realistic top of the line frontier models for image and video is people can now make conspiracy movies based on real footage that never happened. Now, a lot of conspiracy movies are already, of course, just way out there. Some of them I believe in, some of them I don't. But the thing that always got me with the conspiracy movies was real footage. If you can show real footage of something that really happened, like an image or a video, that makes things way harder to not believe because it's real footage. And if you can create any real footage you want with AI images and video, then how is anyone supposed to know that a movie creator didn't have bad intentions and just made up all the footage with AI? How is anyone supposed to know that? And a lot of people might be thinking, okay, well, it's just a movie, who cares? Conspiracy movies have made big movements throughout the world. Think about the Michael Moore movies with 9/11. Think about just how insane it would have been if Michael Moore created some of that footage with AI. Like, what if that video of George Bush sitting in the school getting the news about the planes hitting was AI generated? Or what if it wasn't, right? What if that movie was released today and then you don't even know if it was real or AI? And it might have been totally real, but you'll never know that. And that's a big problem. Number two, I want to talk about are events that didn't happen. So I want you to think about COVID for a second. If the type of AI tech existed 5 years ago, yes, 5 years ago, when COVID hit in 2020, then just imagine what governments around the world could have convinced people of. I mean, if you saw hyper-realistic videos of people dropping dead everywhere around you, and it looked like it was in your area, which you can do, as you know, with AI video and images, then it could have gone bad really quick, and people would have panicked more than they panicked. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. So for this next one, I want to show you guys something I found on X. And this is an image of what looks to be a potential social media influencer, and she doesn't exist. Really want you to look at the details of this image. This is from Nano Banana Pro. This is not a real photo. Look at every detail of this image. Can you see anything at all that looks like it was AI generated? Can you see anything at all that looks AI generated? If you can, maybe you have a better eye than me, but I don't see anything. This looks real to me. So social media is going to change. I've seen X posts of people that have created social media influencers with AI for the last couple of years, really. But when you get to this level, that's when things can get real weird real quick. And there are a lot of people that I think are going to use this tech to create girls just like this. They're going to pretend to be these girls. They're going to make videos of them. They're going to make images of them in every possible scenario and situation. They're going to get brand deals. I get it. This is already happening. There's already AI social media influencers, but I think it's going to get a lot bigger after looking at something like this. And to not know if someone on social media is real or not is going to be a big problem, unless it gets fixed. And the next one that leads up into that is dating app matches that don't exist. I know this has been around for a long time. People stealing images from other people, pretending like it's theirs. Again, AI images have existed that have been pretty accurate for the last couple of years. But if this girl matched with you, you would say, yeah, that looks real, but it's not. And that's a problem, because if you reverse Google image search on this girl, you won't find her because she doesn't exist. This photo was not stolen from another account. This was generated with AI. So what happens when Tinder or Bumble or Hinge or whoever decides to get evil? And maybe they will, maybe they won't. Again, I don't want to give anyone ideas, but what happens when they use generative AI to create thousands of profiles of beautiful girls just like this, that look 100% real, in various positions, doing various different kinds of things? They use AI to fill out the bio to make it look real. They run an agent that makes all these profiles at scale. And then they run a chat agent to chat with just random guys, just send them a couple messages. Give them a little bit of hope, even though they're not real. And then they use that as a tactic to keep someone on the platform. And the next one is, in my opinion, the scariest and not very much talked about danger of this tech. For whatever reason, people aren't really talking about this. I really don't know why. And that is falsified evidence from the government. If you can make something like this is fake. This is from Nano Banana Pro. This is Tim Cook at a Samsung event testing out a Samsung phone. This does not happen in real life, obviously. Tim Cook is the CEO of Apple. If you didn't know, he would never do this. This isn't obviously a specific tie-in to something a government would do, but if you can make a fake of Tim Cook doing something he didn't do, and it looks this real, imagine what the government could do with your face doing something that you didn't do. And then in court, you have to explain how you didn't do it, and that it's just AI, and you have to prove that you didn't do it. Think about that. To wrap up this video, what are the solutions? Well, although I know a lot about AI tools, and I know a lot about ChatGPT, Midjourney, all the things I talk about here on this channel, I'm not an engineer, I'm not a coding expert, but there has to be some kind of way to add a piece of code or watermark to every AI-generated image and video that is either near impossible or damn hard to get rid of. And I know that some of this is happening, like you see the Sora watermark that floats around the video. By the way, someone already cracked that. They have a website that you can pay to remove that, and I'm not going to give you the URL because I don't think anyone should do that. I'm not a big regulations guy. I don't believe in big government, but there has to be some kind of regulation in place to keep people protected. Now, as you can see, there's a little icon down here in this Tim Cook image that Nano Banana Pro puts on all the images. And believe it or not, this is the first time I saw it. I knew it was from Nano Banana Pro because it said Nano Banana Pro right here on the post. But I never really saw the little watermark. Now, getting rid of that watermark is the easiest thing to do in the entire world. And even if you're not a tech expert or a Photoshop expert or whatever, getting rid of that thing's real easy. Just ask your AI if you're curious. Don't actually do it, but ask AI how to do it. Very simple. So they're trying to do something, I guess, even if it means the easiest thing in the world to remove. But there needs to be some kind of universal standard or a law around these things, and I get it. Whatever can be cracked usually can. Whatever can be hacked usually can. I get that. But something needs to curb this thing before it gets out of hand. And again, this is coming from an AI enthusiast. I live and breathe Run the Prompts. I live and breathe AI tools. I love it. It's expanded my mind. It's expanded my creativity. But once I see images like this, which thankfully are properly labeled as AI right in the description. But once you see images like that, you can't unsee them. And what happens when someone posts something and we don't have mechanisms in place to know it's AI? And the only way you can know if it's real or fake is to look at the comments. Well, what if there are no comments? What if all the comments are AI bots that person set up? What if there's a bunch of comments, but nobody could spot that it's AI, so everybody just believes that it's real? What if one of the comments, and I get it, I'm starting to go down a rabbit hole here, and I understand that there are mechanisms in place to prevent bots from doing things and prove that you're human, those types of checks that you see online. So I get it, but I'm playing devil's advocate for the sake of it. So let me know what you guys thought of this video. Maybe you thought it was depressing. Maybe you thought that the future looks dystopian. Maybe now you don't want to use AI tools ever again. I don't think you should stop using AI tools. I think you should continue using them and use them as much as you can, just like me, because that's the way of the future. And they're so fun and incredible and amazing that there's no way I'm going to stop using them. But I really hope that a solution is created for this problem, or at least helps dampen the blow moving forward. So if you like this video, share it, like it, and subscribe. We come out with new videos all the time, and we are going to be ramping up for 2026. More content, more videos, more articles. runtheprompts.com. We are your source. We won't stop. So until next time, remember to run the prompts and prompt the planet.